Hello, I'm Richard. You probably remember me from the Wild Biome Project that I took part in last year. That's been most of the videos I've been posting lately on my channel. But I've been a bit quiet because I just find it so difficult to kind of keep up with social media. Even YouTube, trying to do videos and keep the progress going. It's something that's not my strength, but I'm making this video today because I have a few bits of exciting news to share with you. First of all, I must apologise that it's been taking quite a while to kind of bring some results to you on the whole Wild Biome Project. And that is because with citizen science, it can take a little bit of time to get funding. But the good news and exciting news is that we've finally raised the funds to create the Wild Biome documentary. So we will be producing that sometime soon. That is in the works, so all the footage from anyone that took part in it that got filmed will be in there, plus results and things like that. So that will be an exciting thing to look forward to in the near future. Now, the other bit of exciting news is that there is going to be a Wild Biome 2 starting next year, and it's going to be a bit bigger. As long as we get the funding, we're going to have around 120 to 150 people taking part. Now, the other thing that is going to be quite good with this is because the last Wild Biome Project, we were reliant on Zoe supporting us, so we could only do one gut test at the start and one gut test at the end of the Wild Biome Project. So we only got a comparison of the start of the diet and the end, and what we really wanted to do was to see trains. So what we really wanted to do was to measure the gut microbiome from the start during the springtime, during the end of winter, transitioning to spring, and then spring to summer, and see how our wild biome changed during those different periods. So hopefully in the next one we will have that in place. But also, trying to record the meals was quite the task because we had to write it all down ourselves. I had to organise a spreadsheet, write every single thing down into the spreadsheet, and we're also getting an app developed this time, so we'll make it a lot easier to record meals and have all of that kind of structure and organisation in place. So the reason I wanted to make this video is just to kind of introduce you to that possibility that we are going to be doing this next year. But the point I wanted to make here is that it all starts now. So I've already been out, I've been gathering blackberries, I've been gathering elderberries, I've been freezing a lot. I think I've had about over 15 litres of blackberries. It's quite the season for it. There is so many, they're so ripe. And it's just a prolonged season. There's still loads that are still coming into ripe states, and that's going to continue for the rest of this month, I think. So I'm going to be going and harvesting at every opportunity. And I've also invested in a bigger dehydrator because I want to reduce preserves using sugar. Now, I didn't really use sugar during the Wild Biome Project. There was a tiny bit in my blackberry vinegar preserve, but I used that very sparingly. Most of my sugar came from the birch syrup and the honey that we have producing right down the field. So it was so they still fell into the parameters of the project, but this time I'm trying to dry a lot, I'm trying to freeze a lot, because blackberries were a big part of one of my staples, because I needed wild blackberries for putting into the pemmican. Dried blackberries ground down, put into the pemmican along with the sea buckthorn. And so I'm preparing that now. I've been gathering pendulus sedge. I've been starting that. I've already got a potato sack full from last year, so I should have enough, but if I get a chance to, that's not my highest priority this year because I have got that potato sack full. But I will get out there and I'll forage more pendulus sedge. I've been gathering nettle seeds. It's I'm just trying to build up the stores and be a little bit more prepared than I was last year. And having learnt what I did in the previous Wild Biome Project, I hope to translate those experiences, those lessons, into preparing a little better, into having some things done before it starts, like my pemmican. And then I will have more time to focus on harvesting other things, creating a bit of a better diversity. And with the amount of people that are taking part next year, there's bound to be a lot more opportunity for community interaction, community foraging. So yeah, it's really exciting times, and I hope that you're going to be with me during that journey. And even though it might be a bit sporadic recording some of these videos up to it, I will try and do a few videos showing you some of the things that I've been doing and prepping ready for the Wild Biome Project. It's just it's just social media. I do not like having to create on a regular basis for social media, but we'll see what I can do, and I will keep you posted. Take care.